science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the first image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Selassie, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley West McPherson. October the 15th. Yes, this month is definitely getting out of here. 2019. We're live on Pegasus, Channel 13, Spectrum, TV Cable Network. We're live in the studio, and you can call in tonight. You might have something to say, or you might want to get in on a discussion tonight. Area code 607-272-0319. But if you don't have cable, we can send you a direct link to your phone or your tablet. Or you can go to Pegasus website and see the show and all of the shows, anyone you want. Hey, previous shows. But you can watch the show. Or we'll send you a direct link. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Trabone, hey, YouTube, you can have the show. So, hey, we just letting you know that, hey, we are here to help you. I want to give shout outs to my grandbabies to let them know, stay encouraged and stay in school. Ask questions. Don't take no for an answer. And also those that that watch the show religiously, Bill and Jackie, and those that we see round and about. Hey, we letting you know, stay on the train. I want to give a shout out to Julie Cash from California. Also Nina K, California. Also Andrea Rachi, California, Japanese woman. Also Jasmine, a Syrian woman. Want to give her a shout out. Also Ben from France, Roy from India, and Senna from Turkey. Also Emily, one of our people here. Emily, she got her PhD and she's at Cornell University, and she's from Thailand. And we want to give her a shout out, let her know that she started things, movies, and let her do good and prosper. Also, we want to give shout out to Sunshine from Baltimore, Maryland. Also, Rosendar S. from New York, New York, and Kendra from New York, New York. We just want to make sure that we let you know that we see you. Sophie, Selfie 224, and also Sophie in the studio in our crew. And also Sophie, my sister, on the chain gang. Yeah, I definitely can't forget the Sophies. Also, we want to let them know that, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Also, we got shout outs that DJ Hannah B from Portugal. Yes, and she's doing her thing So keep up the good work. Also, we want to make sure that we don't leave nobody out, but on our subscribe on our calendar, we our comments and what we write, we have a whole bunch of names and shout outs that we give people, so when we send you the link, you'll see your name on the description. So a whole lot of people that we can add on. So hey, you want us, we can add you on as well, and then we can give you a shout out. So hey, I seen Jackie just a while ago. It was good to see her. So Jackie from Sally, she ain't at Sally's no more. We letting her know that hey, we see you. We just making sure that we help the people. Also here with me live in the studio, co-host Milton Webb. Milton, how you doing?
I'm doing, Stan. How you?
Good.
Hey, everybody. Looky here. It is the 15th of October. All right? You got 16 more days for the boogeyman come out. Okay? All right. Now, we will be seeing you again before Halloween. But I want to say, so everybody get it in their mind right now, Halloween night, be careful, really extra careful, because of the kids that are going to be out. Some of those kids are going to be dressed in dark clothes, black costumes. So you have to be really careful. When the sign says 15, go 10. Look, it's a thing, and you got to be careful. You got to watch those kids, because the kids are our future. So therefore, take care of them. Look out for them. Whatever you do, be careful that night, every night, even during the day when the sun is up, because kids will run off from in between cars. And some of those cars are taller than the kid. You don't see them. Boom, there you go. Be careful. That's all I'm trying to say is be careful. Because kids are out trying to get candy. They're out trying to, play whatever they're trying to do. You got to watch out for them. You got to be careful, because kids don't have the concept, oh, the ball went in the street, I got to go get it. But they don't see that car. All right, this is why I'm saying, because you got people texting, talking on the phone, looking at the passenger, talking to them, talking to somebody in the back seat through the rearview mirror. They're looking at everywhere except for where that car's going, straight forward down that road. You got to be careful out there, all right? One thing for sure, you do not want to hit a youngin', because that makes you feel really, really bad. So therefore, we get ready to pick this show up and get on. And there's some things that's going to be said tonight that a lot of people are going to be talking about for a minute.
We want to turn your attention to what's been happening on cases, and what's been happening in some of these courtrooms, and some of when people file petitions into the court. My case is in the second. Be awaiting. The only reason why I really put them on blast is because I haven't gathered intelligence. And soon I gather intelligence, then I will be going after them about what they're doing. But right now, the intelligence that I do have is from the district court and the two judges that I've been putting on blast under treason. I haven't seen them in the paper. I haven't seen them on Twitter, on YouTube, Facebook. I haven't seen them nowhere because no one has done nothing about that. no one has done anything about them. When you file paperwork and you file claims against these men, these judges, no one has done nothing. That's why they're not in the paper, they're not in the news, because they're trying to keep it hush-hush, okay? See, they don't want you to bring it out, but if I had took this upon myself, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. They'd be showing my face on CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, telling you, the public, they want you to help them find me. Why? Because I took it upon myself. But if you bring legally to these people litigation, okay, accusations and proof, what they have done, they don't want to do nothing. You see what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying that I'm going to do anything, and I ain't saying I ain't going to do anything, but what I am saying is that I brought it to them and they ain't doing nothing. That's what I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? And here's the catch. Lad, man, dad. It's a brotherhood. That's why they ain't doing nothing. Because it's a brotherhood, okay? It's a lodge. It's an alliance, okay? It's a legion. It's a club. You see what I'm saying? That's why they ain't doing nothing, okay? And they letting these men get off scot-free, all right? Now, how many times they done this to people before me, okay? Thrown their case out. These people already won, and they went they went with the banks. They went with the institution. They went with someone bigger than you and I, okay? But no one said nothing about this. No one does nothing. And the only reason why the government ain't doing nothing about it is because they ain't getting nothing out of it. But when they do their pros and they go after people and this and that, it's because they getting something out of it. When they take people down, talking about we got a scandal, this and that, it's because they getting something out of it. But when they ain't getting nothing out of it, they don't do nothing, okay? So my thing is, hey, these men are under treason. They violated Article 3, okay? Section 3 of the United States Constitution. Now, the Constitution has been violated here, and nobody ain't done nothing. But if I had done something, they would have been after me. Forget about the Constitution. They'd have been after me with their Mickey Mouse laws and everything else, the people, the DEA, the ATF, they all would have been at my door trying to knock this door down, okay? Everybody. But when you give them stuff legitimate, they won't do nothing. Now, these men have broken the law, and they still on the bench because nothing in the paper says they off. There's nothing nowhere on television said they off. No one has investigated nothing. No one has done nothing but the gathering of the intelligence that I had to bring that forth. But the government, oh no, they are, no, they all right. Keep that guy's case up there. Don't say nothing about it. Just hold that. But no, we're not gonna let that. Like I said, I ain't gonna say nothing to on the Second Circuit yet, which they are stalling. But once I gather intelligence, then I'm gonna go after them. But right now, I'm gonna gather my intelligence before I put them on blast. Okay? That's how I do. That's me. That's what I do. I always gather intelligence. Always. Information. Then I go after you. That's what I do. Just like I got McVoy. Okay? He's a senior. Okay? And hey, and
Peebles, all right? David E. Peebles. He's a magistrate judge. So these judges, they know who I am. They did their intelligence. They did their gathering. They know who I am. They know who I am. But what they forgot is that they broke the law, and I know the law. And so they can't get away with that. And that's where we at right now.
You know, when it comes right down to it, you sit there and you go, people say there's two laws. And then they say, no, it's not, it's only one law. No. It's two laws. Because you see, if Stanley and I would have went and did something, we'd be in jail right now. They'd be looking to lock us up. But a judge that's sitting on the bench does something, he don't get locked up. Get a slap on the wrist. You catch the police officers out here shooting unarmed people. Now, how are you going to tell me you shot this young man in the back? You can't say he had anything in his hand because it was broad daylight. You can't say you were scared. It was broad daylight and he had his back to you. You shot him in the back. The man was 14 years old. Remember that, Stan? Okay? It was justified. So I want to ask y'all out there a question. How is it that a police officer can shoot you and it's justified? Who said it was justified? But now, a jury of their peers. That means police officers. All right? People sitting on the police board. So therefore, when you go to court and you're sitting there and you see those people sitting in the jury box, they're not your peers. They're somebody you don't even know.
Exactly.
So therefore, how does them people even know anything about you to say, well, I don't know if he did that or not. All right? Think about this. Man was in jail for 14 years. Lost his job, his house, his family, everything. Everything. For 14 years. His kids are calling somebody else daddy. His wife married to somebody else. And then they come to find out in the judicial system, because it was one smart young lady who said, wait a minute, that's not the same car. Because you're telling me that this guy robbed the store. All right? Now, this is the thing that gets me. You got surveillance of the car, but you ain't got surveillance of the guy. Okay? The car takes off. A couple hours later, they pick a guy up. Same color car, same model, same make. Only difference was the guy that they picked up in the end had a 4-door. The car that took off from the scene was a 2-door. So you mean to tell me in 14 years, nobody couldn't see that?
Right.
So it's like the man said. You got guys that's in jail that didn't do the crime, and the police officers knew that that guy didn't do the crime. So therefore, they let that man go to jail for nothing. And the guy that did the crime, is out walking around scot-free. So how do you mess around and tell me there's not two laws? The lady in her mother's house down in Texas gets shot in the house. The only reason why they caught the guy was because he resigned. All right? So now y'all want to make this big huff, oh, we got something now to where you know the man going to jail, but that's only one. Like the lady that went in the man's house and shot the man in his house. She's in jail.
Yeah.
Okay? But how many other people do you have to kill and people walk away because of their peers? But if that was Stanley, me, or you, you'd be locked up. Okay? So I want to know, how is it that a policeman can tell you that his life is in danger, but he's shooting an unarmed person?
Yeah, exactly.
The man is up here. You asked the man, the police officer asked the man told him, I have credentials to carry. When the police officer said, well, let me see him, and the man reached in his pocket. Now, his gun is sitting on the table. He reached into his pocket to pull out his credentials, and those two officers shot him dead in front of his wife and his kid. But that was justified. How was that justified? Like, how was that little boy justified in the park that was playing, and somebody said, there's a kid got a gun in the park, and you go in here and you shoot this 10 to 12-year-old kid running around the park playing at the playground. So this is justified where? Because he had a plastic toy gun.
You know
You
what?
can't tell a toy gun from a real gun, and you don't need to be a police officer.
And they got training. Here's the catch. They got training. They go through all of this. So I ain't buying none of that.
No.
They are discriminating. That's what they're trying to do.
That's what they are
Because
doing.
they are discriminating people, and they're making like these people are animals, okay? And they are shooting first and answer questions later.
They ain't even asking questions.
Okay, and the question that they ask is when they superior ask them, oh, listen, we're gonna take care of this. Just give me your story. And that's the question they asking. Okay, but my thing is, this is a game. Okay, these people that's doing this. Okay, you just rather go back to the Klansmen. They had on sheets. All right, when they killed, because they were scared. They hurt you and hung you and burned you and everything with sheets on their head. Now, we're in 2019, they got badges on and blue. All right, so they doing it, get away scot-free. They're not even hiding their face no more, okay? And a lot of them is racist, and you can see it, okay? Because reason why I know is because when they stop you, okay, or when they do this, or when they see you, all right, the first thing what's in your bag? They want to know what's in your bag. Don't worry about what's in my bag. You need to stay by yourself and leave me alone. Because if you're afraid, then you need to quit, okay? Because I haven't broke no law. Why are you afraid of me? Okay, so that's the game they playing. Oh, we afraid. So they put them in our areas, okay, in poverty land. So that they can profile us, shoot us, kill us, and say, oh, and throw a gun there, and throw some drugs there. And say, he had drugs, he had a gun, this and that. Many people, they do that too, you know. I was reading the paper the other day, just after I got off the set. A guy struggles with the cop over his gun. The cop wanted to shoot, and there's 5 of them there. And he's fighting and struggling the guy with a cop. Hey, that don't sound right. So he got he got the cop's gun and shot him, right? And then they throw a gun at him and say, he had a gun, and kill him. So what it is that they don't want him to tell a story that they was jumping him. And this man was fighting for his life, okay? So he wound up killing one of them because there was 5 of them there, okay? So he killed one of them, and one of them killed him. They made sure that he didn't live to tell us his story.
Well, you see, Stanley, the whole thing about that is, what makes it so funny, it's 5 of them.
That's what I'm telling you.
And one of him.
Exactly.
What makes you think he killed that cop?
Thank you. They could have killed him.
That's what I'm saying.
They could have shot at him and missed him and shot their own partner. And then killed him so he don't tell us what happened. And then they threw a gun at him and said, he had one. And here the ballistic says his gun was never fired. Okay? So that's what I'm telling. And I read that right after I got off the air last week in the paper.
Yep.
So you know a lot of nonsense is going on with these cop killings, man. You know, and this is outrageous.
And the whole thing about that is, all right, you don't hear no more about that.
No, you don't hear nothing about it.
You don't hear nothing about that. So you know something's wrong when you don't hear nothing about it because it's news to these people.
Thank you.
All right? Them news reporters will be on there, and they'll talk about one thing for 2 weeks. Okay? But when they don't talk about it, that means something did not go in the policeman's favor.
Thank you.
So therefore, we got to make it seem like it's him.
Right.
Okay? I'll give you, for instance, out in California, football player. We ain't going to mention the team nor the name. Riding down the street. He got a nice car. He riding down the street in a Lamborghini. They pulled him over, told him he stole the car. The car was stolen. All right? Not only that, they roughed him up. Okay? And then they found out who he was. All right? He had the money to buy that car. And this and that. But you don't hear nothing about that.
Nothing about it. Profiler, man.
All profile.
Racial profiler.
Basketball player. Okay? Not well known. He's not a starter. He don't come off the bench, but he does come in the game. Guys riding down the street, got a Porsche. Doing nice. 944. Riding down the street, cop pulls him over, drags him out the car, roughs him up, takes him down to the station. Now they got to make an apology because they just found out who he was. All right? The car's in his name, but they trying to say the car was stolen.
Right.
Okay? So now that's one of their tactics to get you.
That's
and
right.
Let me tell you one thing right now. When a police officer pull you over, do not get out of the car.
That's right.
I don't care if you're white, green, yellow, black, orange, with yellow polka dots and green stripes. Stay in the car and tell him to call another officer.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
Because he
Call
can
a
say
sergeant.
anything.
Yep. Call a sergeant. I don't care how many you call, but make sure you call somebody with authority.
That's right.
Okay? And then you crack your window just a little so you can hand him credentials. That's it. Don't pull your window down. Don't get out the car. Don't leave your car unlocked because they tried that with me. Okay? The woman on the other side pulling the door, trying to throw something in my car. Okay? And he's got me in the back talking about, oh, this and that. And I'm just going to the hospital just to go to an appointment. And this man is getting me in the back, and she's trying to open the door and throw something in my car. So I'm like, no, I'm not trying to hear that, you know. But this is their tactics. So I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't get out the car. Don't leave your car unlocked, because that's what they want, okay? And we'll be back with you next week, give you some more info on that, okay? So, hey, our time is gone, and we out of here. Good night.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a use. Take this message from this Rastaman. I and I.